You want the secret to being so productive it feels illegal? Great. I'm not going to give you 57 hacks or tell you to sleep in a cryopod. I am going to give you one system that makes hard work feel lighter and results show up faster. It works even if your calendar looks like a broken game of Tetris where completed lines don't disappear. Today, you get the thing that got me out of 2 a.m. work nights and into a sane, repeatable process to get output. It's called the 3.3 rule. Up to 3 hours of focused work, then a real break that is 30% of what you just worked. Cycle it. That's the whole frame. Now the details are where the magic lives. Stick with me and you'll know exactly how to run it tomorrow. I'll also handle the 4 objections you are already warming up. I can't take breaks. This won't work in my industry. I'm not paying people not to work. My lazy team will game the system. We'll crush all of them. The most productive people are not swaggering around on willpower. They build a runway that makes focus easy and recovery automatic. Do this right and you stop white-knuckling your day. You start stacking wins without torching your brain. Years ago, I measured success with hours. I actually thought I figured out a magical formula. More hours? Even more hours? You know that game. Lots of money coming in though. 0 human left at the end of the day. A 2 a.m. walk of shame into a dark kitchen and a spouse who was done playing single parent, that was my wake-up call. So I stopped trying to be a machine. I built a workday that treats me like a human. Focus in sprints, recover on purpose. Output went up. Stress went down. I like my family again, and more importantly, they like me, I think. What the 3.3 rule is, it's up to 3 hours of focused work. Remove whatever distractions can get in the way. Head down. Then a break about 30% of the time you just worked. Work 120 minutes, the break is going to be about 30 minutes. If you work the full 3 hours, your break is going to be an hour. Look, breaks aren't a reward, they are part of the job. Your brain refuels during recovery so your next block is fast and clean. Machines run continuously, humans run in rhythm. At least we should. Now here's how a workday looks when you stop pretending you're a machine and start running a rhythm. Pick your rhythm. Some are sprinters, some are joggers, some are marathoners. Match the task and your energy in the moment to the right cadence, and then protect the 30% recovery after every focused block. And meetings count as work and earn recovery too. And then you adjust. Something you found easy and exciting yesterday when you worked 3 straight hours could feel harder and unenjoyable today. So maybe you can only be productive at the same task today for an hour before you need a break. Be in tune with how you are feeling and adjust your focus blocks accordingly. Focus up to 3 hours. It's a framework, not a set time. And then, again, honor the recovery period. This works because you're treating recovery as part of the job, not a guilty pleasure. That refuel is what makes the next block sharp and effective. Rhythm beats rigidity. Now, as the owner, you get the most curveballs. So plan your day around what you know must happen. Leave intentional space for the unplanned. Then guard the 30% recovery no matter how hot the fires get. That is how you keep your decision-making clean. I recommend tracking outcomes, not hours. For example, but certainly not everything you could track, output per focus block, the error rate, revenue per team member. The I can't take breaks, I don't have time. Look, you're already taking breaks. You're just calling them staring at the screen, tab hopping, and I should go grab a cookie. Breaks you control beat breaks that ambush you, and planned recovery cuts errors, speeds decisions, and makes the next focus block productive. But this won't work in my industry. Hey, biology doesn't care what your email signature says or what industry you're in. The principle doesn't change. Your body naturally needs a rest. So focus, recover, repeat. But you want me to pay people not to work? Well, right now, you are paying for fake busy. The average worker is productive for only 2 hours and 53 minutes a day. With the 3.3 rule, you trade fake busy for fuel. You actually double their productivity. The break funds the next sprint where the real output happens. If you pay for anything, pay for the thing that makes work higher quality and faster, and that's purposeful breaks. But my lazy team members will game the system. Good. Now you can see them. 3.3 exposes performance quickly because there is nowhere to hide. Rock stars come back from breaks and rip through work. Pretenders come back and keep pretending. Keep the system, upgrade the roster. The 3.3 rule reveals those that are lazy. Now what this gives you, more shipped work in fewer days because you have more hours being productive now, fewer mistakes and rework, space to mentor your team like an actual leader, a business that stops consuming your life. Now you can start this fast. In fact, do this tomorrow. Put 2 3-hour blocks on your calendar with 45-minute breaks. If 3 hours is too spicy, make them 2 hours with 30-minute breaks. Tell one person on your team the plan so they can help protect your focus. And then just do that for 5 days. Then look at your scoreboard. If your metrics don't move, I will eat my spreadsheet. I mean, not really, but if you put like peanut butter and chocolate on it, I might. But look, you're gonna see the difference. Productivity is not luck or genetics or willpower. It's structure, it's rhythm. It is the 3.3 rule. Up to 3 hours on, then a real break. Repeat until you're proud of what you shipped and still have a life to go home to. I wrote a short book on all of this. Check it out. I know I'm biased, but the book does give you the tools you need to make this work.